Alright gang, how you doing? Conman here. We are on the PTR. We're gonna play some Garrosh. We're gonna see how this works out. This is after quite a lengthy queue, solo queue of course. We're gonna play a Garrosh game. We are on Battlefield of Eternity. We've got Butcher on both teams. We got a Garrosh on both teams. We've got a Butcher on both teams. Butcher got his changed around a little bit in the PTR. Patch notes will be in the description. He got his trait changed a bit. If you can hear that, they added in a Garrosh announcer as well, which we picked up and we got going on. So we're gonna see how well Garrosh plays. I had one game earlier, just messing around. Kind of got steamrolled. Looks like the enemy team is all up on the top. I don't know why I just dropped out of my mount. That was kind of silly. Yeah, they all went top. Arvala was AFK. Well, let's see how this goes. That's a great start. Great start. Everyone gets killed. All right. I like this already. Oh, tried to get him. There we go. Get the toss over. Okay, that's the CC right there. You get the grab and you get the toss. Tried to toss him over the gates, but still was able to pull him inside our little death ball there, so that worked out fairly well. I want to see if Butcher sticks his head out long enough for me to do the same to him. Nope. So nobody is bottom, because we don't need experience or anything. There you go, you get to go play with our team now. There we go, there's a kill. Great, I'm liking this so far. Wrecking Ball seems pretty fun. That's their healer to boot, which is nice. I'm back up here. So you see, you got some UI changes. Right over here, we've got the actual amount of armor on the screen. Let's see if I can toss him over here. Oh. The actual amount of armor that a player has is going to be shown on the UI now, and that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. It's been a long time coming. I'm going to walk into everyone. You can go over here. This is going to end poorly. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I did not see Butcher there. I didn't realize I was still within range of him. I don't know where the rest of our team actually went there. So 50, or I guess 49, because 50 is because I'm dead. But it looks like 49 is the maximum amount of armor that looks like the team is going to take the camp while we respawn. 49 is the maximum amount of armor that I'm going to able to get picked up due to my missing health. I didn't really throw him where I wanted to, but he's going to get slowed, and that should be a kill. Yep, very good. It's going to be close here. We just get the objective, so that's nice. I'm going to go Indomitable and see if I can protect myself from the Butcher. Somebody should come over here and soak this. I guess that somebody is me. What is the cooldown? 40 seconds on that. That's not so bad. Here, you can have fun with that. Oh, I missed that. That was bad. That was just bad on my part.
My rage rage has not subsided, I will return, and then the heavens will fall.
Alright, Stukov gets killed. Let's go. We're gonna pull all the buttons. This is gonna be Piano Garrosh. All the buttons. Alright, let's see how this goes. So this ability lets me throw. There's Butcher. I want to be careful about Butcher. You go over here. Oh, that didn't quite work. I thought that was gonna do the trick. She just got picked off at the end. That would have been close. 30-second cooldown on that. All right.
Very soon. Your healing is appreciated. Victory.
That's not the button I wanted to push. I'm just pushing all the buttons, and none of them are the right ones or in the right order. I do want to be careful of that. Butcher will kill us if we get picked off. I don't know where you're going there, buddy. I gotta back off. He will kill me otherwise. Trying to throw me out. That's close. So you notice, you don't really... Oh, that didn't work. I'm just pushing all the things and I'm not doing them right. So you notice for Wrecking Ball, there's a little horde icon next to people, and here's a little blue horde icon. That actually shows you who you're targeting. So you can't control it by default. It just kind of picks somebody near you, as far as I can tell. I'm gonna get killed. Yep. I got picked off there. I should learn to play a little bit better. So you get a nice heal from your Bloodthirst. So Bloodthirst will actually heal you for 10% of your missing health. So it's very effective when you're low on health. So we get a kill on Malthael. We're going to lose. Is that Vala? Vala's about to get picked off. Oh, there she goes. Just a Butcher fight, and our Butcher is gonna win it. Thankfully, look at that. All right. There we go. Good, good. Into the fort with you. I'm gonna try Decimate. I'm probably gonna be in trouble because I'm over here by myself. That does a decent amount, I suppose. We're gonna win the objective. There we go. There we go. Kills for everyone. Push all the buttons. I'll talk about the talent build after the game. We'll kind of go through everything. I'm trying to manage my Piano Garrosh build here. Also, here's the thing. Garrosh has mana, which seems a little weird to me. Given that, you know, he's a warrior and all.
Returns to the slaughter.
Good kill, good kill. I have no mana.
Find no rest until the light of heaven is extinguished.
Hopefully they don't find me, and very good. Okay. So let's go. We'll take that. That seems to be fun. They're going to be in some trouble over here. Yep, you're rooted. You're dead. They probably should bail out. Stukov is going to get... Stukov should just run. I'm going to try to meet him, see what I can do. Trying to throw him there, but he got the kill anyway. Oh, our butcher's got his quest done already, so that's great. That's good for R2. Oh, that's funny. Let's go and do a thing. Yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna follow this guy. He's got the glowy red thing, so I'm gonna follow him. So Garrosh is labeled as a main, as a solo tank. I don't know if he's main or not. He does bring some CC when you can pull it off. Butcher is really, he doesn't need me for that. Let's go up here.
I shall land shortly, and I expect your blood.
We'll just use that a little bit. Are they going? They're good up there. Oh, that's not so great. That was the entire team. Meanwhile, we're just over here. That is not a great time to get killed, right? While the objective was coming up. That was my fault too. I didn't pay attention to see what was coming. We do manage to get their Garrosh, which is nice. Still, it's going to be a 2-on-4 for a little while. We do have some minions and some mercs pushing up here, although there's no fort coming on, so there's really not much to worry about. They really need to be careful because it is 2-on-4. The rest of us are respawning now, and now we're coming to meet them. Here I am, I'm coming out. I'm trying to throw her. It would not let me do that. Ugh. Could not get... It's... So, Wrecking Ball seems to be a little wonky in terms of the throwing. You need to be... There's the initial circle when you do it, and then there's the inner circle, which is, I guess, where your targeting range is, and didn't have that. I think this is going to be something that's going to definitely benefit from Quick Cast, and I didn't fuck with my Quick Cast settings before loading the game. So, that's poo on me. I'm just going to let it play out. They're going to get this objective, and they'll probably pull off the game at this point. The rate they're going. I imagine their Butcher has capped out his quest. I thought I saw a glowing axe there, so that would make sense. Yeah, so the new Butcher quest seems like, yeah, he did. So the new Butcher quest seems like he's going to be super pub stompy. That's just silly. Why would you do that? Yep.
A coward has deserted the battle.
And she left. Wah wah. Maybe don't stand in the open, and then you won't get killed. That's all. That's funny. Like, I'm trying to throw this person. Solid chance this is going to be game. We've got about 15 seconds on our respawn timers. Well, maybe not. We still have the keep up. They're going to get the keep for sure, though. If they wipe us here when we respawn, then it'll be game. Like, she's asking to get picked off. There we go. There's a kill. Ah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Oh, what the fuck? There's just so much going on there. Yeah, that's game. I'll say this: I'm not a fan of the icon next to the chat. I think it's kind of small and easy to miss. Let's talk about talents. We'll talk about that. That was a tough game, that matchup. I don't like the new Butcher, I think. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Maybe focus mouth next time, says our Stukov. So I don't know why that's all out of place. That seems weird to me. Not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, let's talk talents nonetheless, while I look at the funny bars, and that's probably just a bug. Anyhow, so I started with level 1. I went body check. It deals some damage. I assume that's ability damage, and it slows them by 30% for 2 seconds. If your armor up, current bonus is 25 or more, your damage is increased. And the slow amount is increased by 30%. I don't know if that's 30% on top of the 30%, or if it's going to be 60%. I don't know if it just doubled, but if your armor up bonus is 25 or more. So basically, if you're at, I don't know what you'd have to be at, 3/4 health? Actually, no, you'd be half health. I guess half health. If you're at half health or less, then you will do 200% damage using body check. And it's really just, the damage is nice, but it's no mana, and you get slow out of it, so that's why I grabbed it. Level 4, I went Indomitable to become unstoppable. My plan was, if Butcher charges me, I would just use that and not get stunned. He never charged me, and I just got killed anyway. So on that didn't work out too well. Level 7, Into the Fray. Activate to throw a nearby ally and grant them 25 armor for 3 seconds. Deals damage to nearby enemies and it slows them. It's really just to get people, I guess you can throw people into other people, or throw your teammates out of the way. I found it very wonky to use. I'll say that. Level 10, the Heroic, I went to Decimate. Deal 50 damage to nearby enemies and slow them. Deals 100% more damage to heroes, and each hero hit reduces the cooldown by 1 second. So you get 3 charges on this. It's only an 8-second cooldown. So you can, if you're in a group and you're hitting people, you're going to build your charge up pretty quick. So you can get off the entire 3 and maybe 4 hits in this pretty quickly. I don't know how much damage that actually does. I really should play out this in try mode to see how well it does, but it is AoE. It's a pretty wide range, actually. Well, level 13, we've got Blood Craze. When hitting a hero, Bloodthirst deals for an additional 10%. Really, I was just trying this for the self-sustain. There might have been better choices to take at level 13 other than this. I just went for the for self-sustain. So this is 10% of Garrosh's maximum health. Normally, Bloodthirst will heal you for 10% of your missing health. This is 10% of your maximum health. So this is going to be solid value no matter what you take, but it is over 3 seconds. And then at 16, Rough Landing, heroes pulled by Groundbreaker are slowed by 50% for 3 seconds. Had we got to 20, I don't know what we would have taken. Probably the upgrade to Body Check, I'm not sure. Let's see what their Garrosh did. They went Warbreaker, pull heroes with Groundbreaker. Deals an additional 150 damage. After 15 heroes, you reduce the cooldown. It's not a very long cooldown. I think it's only 8 seconds by default. So that doesn't, if you do this, that actually, you can cast this quite often. He went Thirst for Battle. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Bloodthirst by 2 seconds. Intimidation. This is reduce the healing people receive. Oh, this is actually attack speed. I'm sorry, I take that back. Reduce the attack speed of heroes hit by 40%. So that'd be useful against auto attackers. He also went Decimate. Also went Blood Craze, and then also went Rough Landing. So we had similar ideas, at least at the end. So that's tough. Let's take a quick peek at his talents real fast. Maybe I'll do something in try mode just to show them off. Actually, his abilities. So if you haven't seen this already, Groundbreaker deals 81 damage to enemies in an area. Heroes hit on the outer edge. So if you notice when I was doing this, I didn't have my quick cast stuff on, so you could see the targeting indicator. There's kind of that outer lip. It's almost like the pull from Cho'Gall, from Cho's, get over here is upheaval, except it only on that very lip will it actually bring them close to you. So you've got to be able to aim that just right. You've got Bloodthirst, which is his W, deals 156 damage to an enemy, and you heal for 10% of Garrosh's missing health. So the lower the health you have, the more value you get out of this, and your sustain. Healing is increased by 100% against heroes, so that's pretty nice. Again, low health, you can tag a hero, and suddenly you get a nice boost going on to keep you alive. A Wrecking Ball. Throw a nearby hero minion mercenary to the target location. You deal some damage to enemies near the impact, and you slow them. This one, I found the targeting to be a little wonky. I didn't realize if there was a specific way to target a particular person. It just seemed like it prioritized minions. I don't know what you had to do to get the targeting indicator on who you wanted to throw. And also, it was very sensitive. There were a couple of times where I thought I was within range, and I was just out of range, and I didn't get the throw. It seems this is something that I think, at least for me, I would have to practice on. It's going to require just kind of feeling out to see, to get the right feel of where it is. This is definitely something I think that quick cast you want that on. Just, yeah. Here we go. Armor Up. This is his trait. If we didn't talk about this already, Garrosh gains 1 armor for every 2% of the maximum health missing. So the lower health you have, the more armor you get. This is just straight armor. This is physical spell armor, just armor across the board. This will go up to 49%, it looks like. I think 50% is when you're dead, or maybe if you're at 1%, one health, you'll get 50 armor, at which point it really doesn't matter anyway. So the most you can get by your trait is 50 armor. There is an ability where you can actually increase the amount of armor that you are applied by your trait, but you still can't go higher than the 75 maximum. You can't go higher than 75 maximum, which is like the game limit that you can get. His ult, I went to Decimate. The other alternative is Warlord's Challenge. Silence nearby enemy heroes and force them to attack Garrosh for 1.5 seconds. So it's like an AoE taunt. I guess a variant taunt on steroids, it seems like. 50-second cooldown. What's really cool is the upgrade at level 20 for that one. Let's go peek at this. The upgrade at level 20 for that one increases the duration, so it's a 2-second there, and if an enemy hero is killed while affected, its cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds, which makes this, if you kill somebody, then it's now a 5-second cooldown, and you can just cast it right again. So that has the potential to be very, very powerful at level 20. I think it's much stronger than Deadly Calm, even though that's pretty nice as well. Titanic Might throws an additional enemy, and then Inner Rage. Here's the other interesting thing about Garrosh and his kit. So at level 1, I took Body Check, which is an active ability. It's just basically 1 on your hotbar. It gives you a button. There are some talents here, like this one here. Brute Force will reduce the healing received. I think there was another one in there. I guess it's only level 20, but these actually improve that talent that you potentially take at level 1, and if you don't take it, these are grayed out, they're just not available for use. So something like that's, I kind of think that's very interesting. I don't think I've seen that in another hero so far. Yeah, so that's Garrosh in a nutshell. Unfortunately, not a very good game for us. We kind of got wrecked. The new Butcher seems very strong. I think he's going to be a pub stomp hero, especially when coupled with, Abathur, which he was there. I think he's definitely going to be a pub stomp hero. I think he's going to have a much harder time in competitive play against people who don't overextend and get themselves picked off left and right, because then it's going to be much harder for Butcher to build up the stacks for the quest. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, that's Garrosh. I might play around with him a little more in Theorycraft a bit in try mode, but there you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, guys.